Okay, this is my atlas. I wanted to show you, turn off the light. I wanted to show you how it works and how it sews and what kind of machine it generally is. Okay, so here's your threading. You're going to go from here, forgive my fingers, I was working on machines all day, to here. There we go. I'm going to go down into the first slot that's closest to the wall. This is your wall. So you're going to basically slide into the wall. I would thread it right now, but my fingers are, I'm holding the phone and, you know, it's kind of hard to do it left-handed. Okay, so down into the wall all the way up and around until you engage this spring. Then you're going to pull your spring all the way up until it bounces, you see? And it's going to hit this hook. So once it engages into that hook, then you're going to go just back into your arm, going to go into your little hole right here, which is controlled by this. La 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 la, there you go. Okay, down into your twirly, down into your twirly number 2, and then down into this lovely, where'd it go? Lovely little loop right here, which also, none of these things you have to actually thread through, they all twirl around. And then into your needle. There's your needle. Your needle is threaded from left to right, not from right to left, not forward. The shaft right here, it's a flat back needle. It's a standard Singer flat back, Kenmore, whatever, domestic machine needle. Let me move the shaft down a little bit. Okay, so you can see there. Okay, so this is your screw that's going to loosen your needle. You're going to slide your needle out if it breaks, put a new needle in, again with the back, the flat part, facing right. So facing your screw, okay? So it's gonna lay against that wall. You're gonna push it all the way up until it stops, and then you're gonna tighten it. Okay, so there's your machine, it's threaded. There's your foot. Now we're gonna do the bobbin. Bobbin is in there. Okay, here you go. Bobbin case is a pretty standard bobbin case, all right? So when you are threading your bobbin case, you want to make sure that the thread, I'm going to do this for you, because this is a mistake people make a lot, and sometimes it causes kind of bubbling, and we don't want any bubbling. Okay, here we go. Hold on, let me focus. Okay, there you go. So I'm holding this with my left hand, and so my hook, you see there's a little hook right here? My little hook is facing away from me. So my thread has to be unraveling opposite of the hook. So you see I'm going to have my thread unraveling towards me then, so that it can engage into this hook, get into that slot very easily. Then I'm going to pull this down and it's going to slip into that hole. You see how it kind of clicked in there? And that's it. Okay, so that is threaded. Now when you're going to thread it, you're going to hold it up like this. You want to hold this lever, because this is the lever that you're going to pull the bobbin out with and put it in with. It's going to hold your case in place so it doesn't slip all the way out. Okay, so you're not going to leave your thread like this. You're going to leave your thread like this, behind this little arm. And this arm is faced upwards. If you look in here, can you see in here? There's a little slot right there. So we're going to put it over that shaft, and we're just going to click it in. There, see? And it's going to slip into a little slot that's made just for this little arm. And that's it. It's in. Okay? That is in there. All right. So now, my foot is up. I'm going to use my wheel in order to get my thread out from the bottom. Okay, so once I do that enough, I rotate it, it's going to pick up that bottom thread. This is not all that important. It will still pick up the thread even if you do that, but it will prevent knots and things like that. Okay, now we are done. My foot is controlled with this lever back here behind the machine. So see, I can raise and drop the foot. I'm gonna put this very thick, ugly cotton t-shirt. Hold on. into the machine. Okay, this is 2 layers of thick cotton. It is one of those warm pajamas. So I'm going to show you how easily this machine sews through it. It has, this is the longest stitch that it has. It has multiple stitches. This can go to 1, 0, actually, it can stay in place, and it can go all the way to number 5. I prefer to sew on number 5 because, you know, it's obviously the longest and the fastest. If you choose to go back from number 1 to number 5, you're going to have to push this back down, or you're going to be stuck at the same place. If you want to reverse, you go up and down. So watch. Forward, backward, okay? Very easy. So that's up and down. All right, so we are on number 5. This is our feed. Our feed is currently on number 1. This is the highest feed that we have. This is going to help us go over thick bumps and things like that. If you want to have full control of your machine, like self-embroidery by hand and things like that, by machine, you want to go to 4. This is going to drop your feed dogs, and really the machine is not going to be feeding at all. It's kind of staying in one place, so you have to actually control where it's going. So I'm going to sew on number 4 because we're going over something very thick here. All right. So I want to show you just how heavy duty this machine is. So this is 2 pieces of cotton right now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take this hideous neckline. We're going to fold this chunk in. And we're going to go over all of this. Look, it jumped over that. All of this thickness, this weird thing, it only bubbled because of there's a flap there. It went over all of this with no issues whatsoever. This machine is rather heavy duty. It's going to go right over all of this junk. And you can continue to sew actually chain off of the machine without worrying about it getting tangled or anything like that. This is a very good quality machine. There are no plastic gears on this kind of machine. I'm going to show you the inside. It's all been cleaned up, fully serviced, oiled. There is nothing plastic here, unlike, you know, your new machines, your Berninas and all that. There's plastic gears everywhere. This machine is solid metal. And since it has been rewired, sorry, I have to go into the slot. There's really nothing that can go wrong with this machine, unless you drop it. There is a light right there. This is your box that controls. You have a light, you have a motor. This is your little light that's right there. Oh, also this is your pressure of the foot. So if you want to increase the pressure, you're going to push down. If you want to decrease the pressure, again, like I said, for embroidery and things like that, where you have no feed, you're going to want to loosen it. So just push that, and that's going to loosen your pressure completely on your foot. And the pressure of the foot is the weight that this foot emits onto your fabric. What else? Oh, Bobbin Winder. Okay. What you can do now, we're going to show you how the Bobbin Winder works. So again, you have your spool. You're going to go into this little slot right here, this little disc. So it's really hard to do this with one hand. Okay, there, I'm in the disc, and I need a bobbin. I didn't bring any extra bobbins, but it does come with extra bobbins. Okay, let's take this. Oh, I do want to lift your needle before you try taking things out. Okay. So this is your bobbin. I'm just going to show you an example. I'm not actually going to do it because it's a mess. I have already a bobbin with thread and all that good stuff. Okay, but I'll show you the example. Okay, so your thread has gone down through the disc, and you're going to wind it up just, oh, my thread is stuck. There. Okay. Oh, this spool is like 1,000,000 years old. I didn't bring anything from the warehouse, and it's very cold outside, and it's raining ice. I'm not going out there to get another spool. Here, we're in the spool. Okay, so it winds from the top. So you can go like this. Just wind it up a little bit, and then just click it in place. As soon as I wind it too much, you only need like a couple loops. Then just go down, and that's it. And then you're gonna sew. Oh, sorry. Okay, I just told totally ripped it. See, I have a little hook right here, and this little hook is getting my thread caught. But the point is that this is how you wind a bobbin. Stupid spool. Okay, I'll loosen it so that I can show you a little bit of how it winds. All right. Left-handed videos are just great. Okay, lock it in place. This goes down into your disc again. All right, let me unwind this because this, see, keeps getting caught. Okay, and now you can see. There it is. Okay, now it's gonna break again because it got stuck. But oh, it broke. Okay, but you get the point. So then when it's done, it actually pops itself open, and then you have a wound spool that does not look like this because you're going to have a normal spool thread. What else do you need to know about this machine? That's pretty much it. Heavy duty Atlas machine. Let me show you the condition. There. See, from a distance my camera's better. You know, it's for its age, it's really great condition. There's obviously, you know, going to be scuffs and things like that here and there, but it is a machine from the 1950s, so don't you wish they made things like this nowadays? There you go, and it's ready to install in your table. So yeah, if you have any questions, you know, feel free to contact me. That's what I'm here for. Thanks for watching. Bye.